Now on 4 News Now, police and SWAT storm one Spokane Valley neighborhood. Will explain what triggered the hours-long standoff.
I'm tracking some very light snow moving through North Idaho right now. I'll let you know if that will impact your Friday morning commute in the First Alert Report. Nice, Katya!
Spokane high school athletes with and without disabilities are teaming up to build connections that go beyond the game. How they're creating a community that extends far beyond the hardwood. You're watching 4 News Now Special Edition.
An hours-long SWAT standoff at a home in Spokane Valley ends with the arrest of 2 suspects. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. An investigation from a shooting last month led detectives to the home. It all happened near 9th and University. Alexandra Cohen-Yards was there this afternoon and shares the latest details and how neighbors are reacting.
Those who live in this area tell me this is something that is unexpected, as this neighborhood in the valley is a place they normally call safe.
It's not something that happens here in the area.
Vilma Garcia has lived in this valley neighborhood for 8 years. What she saw today was shocking.
The kids go out, they ride their bike, they will jog around, but like we were talking about, it's not something that you would know would happen in your neighborhood.
This morning, U.S. Marshals located 36-year-old Michael Roslow, a 10-time convicted felon and suspect from a December shooting and robbery. After issuing a search warrant and multiple warnings, he surrendered and was taken into custody. About an hour later, officers found 34-year-old Aaron Woodward hiding in the basement crawl space. He had an active felony warrant for theft. For Garcia, this not only came as a surprise, but left her feeling uncertain about her neighborhood.
We don't know who lives amongst us. There's a lot of websites with information, but you don't know what's accurate out there anymore. We don't know what's going on, so it's hard to say. It's just the times that we live in right now.
Both suspects are now booked in the Spokane County Jail. You can find more details about this incident on our website at kxly.com. From Spokane Valley, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Well, tomorrow we'll kick off with another cold, sunny morning.
And Chris, we're tracking some snow you mentioned at the top of the newscast.
Yes, very, very light precipitation. This is the system we've been talking about all week, and it is turning out to be a real dud on our radar right now. Just the very lightest of snow in southern parts of Boundary County. A little bit of snow around the Clark Fork area. As we zoom out, you can see this very thin line of light precipitation. It is not holding together very well as it makes its way south across the inland northwest. Our forecast radar, though, starting off at our current time, shows that as that wave of energy makes its way into some of the upslope areas of the central panhandle and the Idaho Palouse, our odds of snow do increase, especially as it heads down onto the Palouse and some of the upsloping areas of the Camas Prairie. And so we will see a little bit of snow redeveloping as this system moves to the south, but it will be long gone by Friday morning and leaving behind most locations just a few flurries or a light dusting of snow. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you. A major hearing in the murder case of 4 University of Idaho students. Suspect Brian Kohberger's defense team told the judge police knowingly withheld and provided false information in the affidavit of probable cause.
The defense also fought to get critical DNA evidence tossed from the case, which prosecutors say ties him to the crime scene. Jordan Smith breaks down the claims made by Kohberger's team.
This all stems from a major piece of evidence left at the crime scene. Prosecutors say they can connect Kohberger to the quadruple murders because his DNA was found on a knife sheath at the scene. The defense is saying the method police used to determine that to be Kohberger's DNA is unconstitutional, using something called investigative genetic genealogy. Brian Kohberger's defense attorneys are taking aim at DNA analysis, known as investigative genetic genealogy. It's a process where police enter DNA profiles into public databases to find relatives and narrow the list of potential suspects. The defense requesting all evidence related to IgG be tossed from the case.
The court should suppress the IgG identification and everything that flows from that.
Ann Taylor, Kohberger's primary defense attorney, said the FBI uploaded that DNA sample to public genealogy databases to find a match, but did so without a search warrant, arguing this is a violation of Kohberger's Fourth Amendment rights. The prosecution firmly pushing back.
There is no case law anywhere that the state could find, and the defense has not cited any to suggest that there is a reasonable expectation of privacy in DNA found at a crime scene.
During the back half of today's hearing, the defense tried to convince the judge for a Franks hearing, a legal proceeding to determine whether police intentionally withheld or provided false information in order to secure a search warrant. Proving so would get that search warrant tossed from a case. Taylor told the judge police included incorrect timestamps of Kohberger's location that night, which was tracked through his phone connecting to cell phone towers. She also said police didn't include various claims from the witness who was home during the murders in the affidavit.
This witness has claimed memory problems, that this witness has claimed that she's not sure what she heard or saw was real.
And ultimately, Judge Hippler did not make a decision today. It is worth noting, though, the defense has been pushing to make these DNA findings available to the public, but the judge ruled to keep that sealed for now, saying he doesn't want to taint the prospective jury pool by exposing them to evidence that may not be admissible in this trial. They'll be back in court tomorrow morning. In studio, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Well, changing the way Idaho funds public schools is leaving many districts scrambling. Instead of receiving money for the number of students enrolled, the schools only get that money when kids are in the classroom.
And the sniffles, flu, and COVID are making the school's budget sick. Superintendents from the Lakeland and Post Falls school districts tell us there is a lot at stake here, from smaller class sizes to affordable after-school activities.
For some kids, that's what keeps them in school. And so that becomes a little bit problematic for the community when we're not able to provide those things.
To learn what these districts are asking the community to do to save the day for students, watch Good Morning Northwest starting at 5 o'clock.
And it's not just schools being impacted by respiratory viruses like the flu. Today, Multicare announced masks will be required for visitors and staff in all patient care areas. That includes check-in areas, waiting rooms, emergency departments, and anytime there is interaction with the patient.
Still ahead on 4 News Now.
It's like, oh, I failed as a school counselor because when I had them when they were 8, I didn't fix them. No way.
A former counselor opens up about Spokane's homeless crisis and how a local church trying to help is struggling to stay afloat this winter. How you can help, coming up next on 4 News Now.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a pour-over purist? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home. No problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
The staff here is so friendly.
It's the best in the Northwest.
It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
The central dog wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
My car is a big investment for me, and so if I want it done right, I take it to Car Wash Plaza for the touchless wash.
Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
Find a location near you at carwashplaza.com.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. See your local GMC dealer.
I feel like I'm doing a little bit.
Well, one of the last spots in downtown Spokane, feeding our homeless neighbors, needs some help. The cost of food and the chill in the air are making it tough for Shalom Ministries to keep up with demand.
They operate out of New Community Church on 3rd Avenue, and today Hunter Bertram joined them for their breakfast service, speaking with many, including a former school counselor who says it's devastating when he sees his students end up on the streets.
It's like, oh, I failed as a school counselor because when I had them when they're 8, I didn't fix them. No way.
As kids, we can't imagine what it would be like to end up homeless in Spokane.
I worked 43 years in the field, so I see kids and grandkids of people I worked with.
Kids and grandkids whose lives have led them to living on the streets, one being Miracle Brown.
Can you get the blanket off the table?
Volunteer Debbie Bradford sees people at rock bottom.
Sad, but then again, neat that this is here. Sorry.
Several days a week, hundreds show up to the church you can see behind me, but not for Mass.
How are you? Good. Come on up, hon. Ready? Come on up.
Shalom Ministry serves breakfast, bag lunches, and dinner a few days a week.
I feel like it's a lifeboat here.
But that lifeboat is having a hard time staying afloat. Shalom Ministries is one of the final places that feeds our homeless in downtown.
At least a few days of the week. They won't go hungry.
But that's just half the problem they're facing. The bite of winter cold is almost worse. The ministry needs your help. Donations of warm clothing or blankets.
We take for granted so much of what we get.
Jerry Schwab says that's not the case for people who have nothing and call the streets home.
They don't take it for granted. They appreciate the little things. And we do little things.
To help Shalom Ministries' mission, head to KXLY.com for more information. In Spokane, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Spokane Homeless Connect brought together more than 100 organizations to provide free services for people, and dozens lined up outside the Spokane Convention Center when its doors opened this morning. Derek Strom spoke with one man who says this event helped change his life.
There's a huge need for mental health support among the homeless population, but some of the behavioral health organizations here have achieved some pretty amazing results. I talked to one man who says he was on the streets for years. Thanks to one of the organizations here, he was finally able to get his own place just a few weeks ago.
Many of the people at Spokane Homeless Connect are looking for clean clothes, a haircut, or something as simple as a hot meal, but others are looking to tackle even bigger challenges like addiction or mental illness. Rockwell McKean says he's been coming to this event for the past few years, and working with Revive completely changed his life.
I have a felony, a bunch of felonies for assault, and they got me actually off the street. They got me into the housing, and now I'm through counseling. I mean, the counseling's good.
McKean has autism, and he says the 5 years he spent working with Revive put him in a position where he could live on his own. Revive also offers addiction treatment and doesn't require its patients to be sober before starting treatment. McKean says his caseworker Tracy made Revive feel like a family for him over the last 5 years.
She's been there, worked with me a long time, so I'm thankful for her and all the individuals there. They'll get you off the street if you want to be off the street. Just go there and get clean and sober.
One of Rockwell's favorite parts of Spokane Homeless Connect is all the resources it has for pets. McKean came to get some food for his dog, and he says it's very difficult taking care of a pet when you're living on the streets.
What does it mean? He's everything to me. He's my emotional support animal, and without him, I'd probably be in prison.
In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Your Friday forecast will be long done with the little bit of light snow that's in progress tonight. Bright blue skies, 18 degrees to start the day, a high of 32. 35 is our average high. I'll be back with your weekend forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's the region's largest boat show. 10 days of boats, unbeatable deals, and nonstop fun. Explore the region's largest showroom. Unbeatable pricing. Discover better boats, the largest selection of inventory, and the biggest savings, all under one roof. See the latest models from top brands like Cobalt, Malibu, Axis, Regal, Barletta, Cruisers Yachts, Harris, and Chris Craft. Plus an incredible selection of pre-owned boats. The Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo, January 30th through February 8th. A 10-day event you don't want to miss.
My name is Stephen, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had a large tumor in my left lung in November of 2018. We went through in 2020 doing a lot of end-of-life planning. Summit was very aggressive in my treatment of diagnosis. Since then, with my recovery, we're doing a lot of life events. I love the people there. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center. My wife calls it a miracle.
As temperatures drop, your heating bill will inevitably rise. And with cold weather right around the corner, things are about to get expensive. But Bill's Heating and AC is here to help. We're including a free cold climate heat pump with every furnace, while supplies last. You heard that right. Cut your heating bills in half with a new energy-efficient cold climate heat pump for free. We're the area's top cold climate heat pump experts. So don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities. Get 2.9% APR plus no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2025 Equinox models. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
All right, welcome back. It was another day of sunshine, but cold temperatures.
Yeah, I brought my beanie today for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm ready for tonight.
I always got to have my beanie.
And you know, it was sunny to start the day, but then the clouds moved in and they're not doing anything. They are not bringing snow to Spokane or Coeur d'Alene. It's just overcast right now in both locations. 25 degrees in Spokane. Currently, it's 28 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. We're headed down to an overnight low in the teens once again. On our satellite and radar, the clouds are in place. This band of very, very light snow is not amounting to much. I still think you'll receive a little bit of light snow over the Idaho, Palouse, the LC Valley, as well as parts of the central panhandle. But elsewhere, we are going to be missing out. 4 things to know about your weather. No snow for a while. I'm not tracking any storm systems on the way. It looks like the next possible chance is over a week from now. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow. It's going to be a cold weekend. There is some warmer weather coming next week. I'll show you in a moment. Tracking our weather pattern, cold front comes through tonight, leaves us in a northerly flow. We are going to keep this ridge of high pressure influencing our weather right on through the middle of next week and beyond. It is going to move a little bit to the east, which will take us out of that direct line of that cold, cold air. So we will see our high temperatures start to climb the middle of next week, back up to average by Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Long-range forecasts, however, are calling for below-average temperatures for that first week of February and above-average precipitation. So we may be back in the snow business eventually, but not for the next 7 days. It is mostly sunny skies, high temperatures in the 30s and 20s, and overnight lows mostly in the teens, especially cold this weekend with a high of only 29 on Saturday.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
In Spokane, access to quality health care is a growing need for many families. The Native Project provides sacred hospitality to the Spokane community, ensuring every patient feels cherished and respected.
The Native Project provides medical, dental, behavioral health, pharmacy, and wellness services for everyone. We serve Native and non-Native patients, focusing on balance of mind, body, and spirit.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to donate $1,000 to the Native Project. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Did you know that Washington's Working Families Tax Credit could put up to $1,200 back in your pocket? If you're part of a low to moderate income household, you could be eligible for a refund designed to help you cover essentials like groceries, gas, or bills. The best part? Applying is free and easy. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov to see if you qualify. Don't miss out. Apply now and make sure you get the refund you deserve. That's workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home. No problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
We know your time is valuable, and that is why at Colville Toyota, our goal is to get you in and out in an hour or less using our Express Maintenance Center.
With our pit crew approach and Toyota trained techs, your routine service happens fast.
Toyota Express Maintenance includes a safety inspection, oil changes, brake inspection, tire rotation, and much more.
Quality, speed, and confidence is what you can expect from Colville Toyota's Express Maintenance Center. We're your small town dealership with a big heart.
3 for $33 is back. Just in time for the season, we've brought back the popular 3 for $33 menus at select Adam Hegstead restaurants. Choose your favorite appetizer, entree, and dessert for just $33. Get your 3 for $33 at Honey and Coeur d'Alene, Republic at Post Falls, Baba in Kendall Yards, and Frances in the Perry District. Reservations and walk-ins welcome. See the full 3 for $33 menus at eatgoodgroup.com.
Order up.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Well, welcome to the unified basketball game between Ferris and Lewis and Clark High Schools. These basketball teams are made up of students with and without disabilities and are part of the larger unified program that many high schools across the area have.
The program hopes to form connections between students who may ordinarily just pass each other in the halls. Madeline Mullins explains how this program is building community on and off the court.
Go, Katya! Katya Jones is a senior at Ferris High School. She loves to play basketball.
What's your favorite part about basketball?
Probably shooting hoops.
Yes, she loves it.
That's Katya's sister, Callie.
My sister, Callie, she's so awesome.
A junior at Ferris High School and president of the Unified Club.
I think my favorite part about Unified is probably just getting to spend time with people in a place where there's no judgment and everybody just wants to be there and have fun.
Callie first joined Unified as a freshman to get to know the students in her sister's classes. Now, 3 years later, the Jones sisters have built a community at Ferris High School.
There's not a lot of things we can do together sometimes, and so it's awesome to be in the Unified Club.
On the basketball court, the community and fun can be seen in every rebound and three-pointer attempt.
Let's go, Ferris!
And through the cheers and claps from the coaches and the teammates on the bench.
Number 9, Katya Jones.
I am so happy I'm in the Unified Club.
I truly hope that they realize that this is bigger than themselves.
And basketball isn't the only sport offered at the Unified program at Ferris High School. There's also soccer, bowling, karaoke, and all sorts of community building events.
We play the same games, we laugh at the same jokes, we do the same crafts.
On any given day, 20 to 100 students show up for Unified Club activities. Callie's hope is that the students like her and her sister Katya can come together and form a friendship.
Everybody's a person and not everybody just wants to have fun and be loved.
And learn that on and off the court, they are more alike than different.
1, 2, 3,
in Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Pretty awesome to see.
I know. It just makes you so happy, and I love to hear from the coach or the teacher who was there, and I'm sure the parents were feeling that same sense of warmth after each one of those games.
And it's great that those unified clubs at a lot of local schools are very popular to be in, too, by, not only the disabled, but the abled as well. So,
yes.
Really neat. All right, still ahead, rising insurance costs are putting local animal shelters at risk, forcing them to cut back. We'll show you what programs are at risk at one local shelter next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The 37th annual In the Northwest RV Show is on now through Sunday at the Spokane Fairgrounds. 6 gigantic dealers, hundreds of RVs, incredible show prices, and great financing. Now through Sunday at the Spokane Fairgrounds with free parking.
The future's uncertain, but you're more likely to get a high-paying gig if you're armed with college or career training after high school. WA Grant makes that education affordable or even free. See if you qualify at wogrant.org.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals? Let's go! Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness. Join the movement.
This week on Svengoolie.
Well, it's big and terrible.
It's big, but it's not terrible.
Godzilla.
It's Godzilla, King of the Monsters, on the next Svengoolie.
Saturday night at 8.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Idaho school funding is in jeopardy, and kids missing class makes it worse.
It's a problem.
The change since COVID that has local school districts fighting for funding and programs and what they need to win. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
The 37th annual In the Northwest RV Show is on now through Sunday at the Spokane Fairgrounds. 6 gigantic dealers, hundreds of RVs, incredible show prices, and great financing. Now through Sunday at the Spokane Fairgrounds with free parking.
All right, welcome back. Auto, home, and even health insurance has all gotten more expensive, as many of us have felt that pinch.
Yeah, we aren't the only ones. Animal shelters are also struggling with rising insurance costs, forcing some to cut back on the types of animals that they even take in. Marissa Rio spoke with a few local shelters in our area and shares how they've been affected.
It's a typical Thursday here at Better Together Animal Alliance, a no-kill shelter in Ponderay. The dogs are barking and the cats are meowing, but behind the scenes, staff are grappling with a rising insurance premium.
I can tell you from 2019, our insurance was $10,500, and our new policy is $35,000.
The shelter has now had to cut back on some of its programs, such as their Pets for Life program, where they used to go out offering animal welfare resources to the community.
We're really losing traction on our progress to try to get as many pets spayed and neutered as possible.
The Spokane Humane Society has also been hit with rising insurance costs. Over the phone, the executive director told us they had 2 dog bite claims that caused them to recently lose their insurance coverage.
We paid $2,977 a month for insurance, and now we are paying $18,537 per month.
Now they do most of their adoptions at places like PetSmart. They've also had to cut down on staff, and
we are no longer able to bring in canines who are potentially dangerous or dangerous dogs. And we used to.
While both shelters deal with these increased costs, there are ways the community can help these animals.
Better Together Animal Alliance says the best way that you can help make a difference is adopt. Fawn right here is a 2-month-old puppy and she's up for adoption. You can also donate or volunteer. For more information on how you can help make a difference, visit our website at kxly.com. In Pend Oreille, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Oh, such a sweet little fawn, doggy pup. Okay, let's send it over to Chris Crocker now with the First Alert forecast.
Well, you might have noticed the clouds showed up this afternoon and this evening, something we haven't seen a lot of recently. The blue skies will be back. However, this is a weak disturbance passing through, and it's going to bring some very, very light snow to parts of the region, mainly the central panhandle and parts of the Idaho Palouse. May just bat at Pullman. A little bit of light snow around Lewiston and then up into the southern panhandle. In Spokane, I think we're going to miss out altogether on this wet weather, and it will be long gone by tomorrow morning. We'll be left with a little bit of patchy fog and then into the sunshine. Forecast snow totals will be almost imperceptible in some locations. A flurry or two. Pullman, St. Mary's, and Kellogg could get a 1/10 of an inch of snow. Meanwhile, tomorrow we'll start the day off at 18 degrees. Again, we could see some patchy fog in the morning. Winds out of the north at 5 miles per hour in the afternoon, with mostly sunny skies, heading to a high of 32. I'll be back with your weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Well, today is Maternal Health Awareness Day. Experts call the maternal death rate in the U.S. unacceptably high, as that rate is larger than any other high-income nation in the world.
They say many of those deaths are preventable. Mary Sheridan has the maternal health risk everyone should know and explains why access to care remains a major problem.
It's considered one of the world's most powerful countries. But when it comes to maternal health, the U.S. remains weak. For every 100,000 live births in 2022, there were about 22 maternal deaths, with Black women being the most affected. That death rate is more than double and sometimes triple those seen in most other high-income countries that year.
It's an ongoing concern, and we're doing lots of things to try to bring those numbers down and get us into a better space.
Dr. Sarah Sams with the American Academy of Family Physicians says many of the maternal deaths are preventable. Some linked to chronic diseases like obesity, hypertension, and diabetes. She says establishing care early on in a pregnancy is critical, but not everyone has easy access to that care.
Family physicians still provide maternity care in many areas, and especially in rural and underserved areas, kind of trying to alleviate some of those maternity deserts.
Sam says having a healthy diet, exercising, avoiding smoking, alcohol, and drugs play a big role in a healthy pregnancy. And since many maternal deaths happen up to a year after birth, she says postpartum care is critical too, especially if gestational diabetes or hypertension were present in pregnancy.
Perfect.
Many of these conditions are signs that you may be developing those as a long-term chronic problem.
Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Well, it has been 33 years for the Washington Commanders to make it back to the NFC Championship game.
And that last team was led by former Washington State quarterback Mark Rippon.
Well, he was tremendous that season, leading Washington also to a Super Bowl win over the Buffalo Bills. We had the chance to catch up with the Coug legend ahead of the big game. We'll be back after the break with more from him.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter.
Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Are you looking for a cool new tricked-out truck? Something lifted and loaded, perfect for the inland Northwest? Then you need to head on out to Cal Cars Superstores, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's Truck Kings.
We always have the best selection of trucks in the 509 and the 208.
Half-ton to three-quarter ton, to dualies and diesels. Nobody has a better selection at a better price than Cal. Like your deal, love your wheels. This week at Cal.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home. No problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
4 News Now is brought to you by the 37th Annual Inland Northwest RV Show.
Safe to say it's been a painfully long 33-year wait for the fans of Washington. The Commanders making the NFC Championship this past weekend for the first time since the 1992 playoffs. And it's Washington State Cougar fans, they're going to be awfully familiar with that team for this guy right here, Coug legend Mark Rippon, under center for Washington. We caught up with him today on his journey back to the Super Bowl.
What have you seen from your perspective as a former guy in the league to how this team has been able to do it so fast?
Well, Jack, I think none of us outside those guys, you know, like behind the walls there, realized it would come this fast. And maybe even to them to start, they probably figured, you know, we need to build a culture here in Washington and kind of get this bad taste out of our mouths. 33 years and only five playoff games and maybe only one or two playoff wins. So it's been futility for a long period of time.
What's sort of your perspective of seeing guys that can come from the Palouse, can come from Washington State and be able to get to the NFL and be very successful in the NFL?
Well, Jack, we're always proud of our Cougs in the NFL, you know, Cougs in any sport. And what Frankie's done this year is, I think, just a dedication to a guy that, you know, got a good start, played a lot of games in Pullman. Also knocked my nephew out in the Boise State game. So, you know, he's a tough, hard-nosed football player, plays the game right. And
obviously, an incredibly difficult defense, about the best defense statistically in the league this year. So what does Washington have to do to be able to do better in that and do it again on the road and pull that off there?
It's a hard out, you know, to win in Philadelphia. Nick Sirianni and the group there and the fan base there's as good a fan base there in the NFL. I mean, they're crazy, they're rabid. And they'll get right in your face, but they love their team. So that's what you want. You want a group of fans that, you know, come on out there each and every week, and through good or bad, they're there and they're supporting the guys. So it's going to be a tough game, tough situation.
Commanders kick off against the Eagles this noon at Sunday. But now we go from the field to the hardwood. Wazoo men's basketball playing at Santa Clara tonight. Battle between two 5-2 teams near the top of the WCC. The teams haven't played each other this season yet. Cougs have to play the Broncos in their tough home environment less than a week after Santa Clara knocked off Gonzaga in Spokane. Head coach David Riley spoke with the team on how important this game is for the season.
Teams are going to have good weeks and bad weeks, and I'm just really proud of our team's resiliency and leadership that we address kind of the issues. I think we've worked on fixing them, and like I've said countless times to our team, like, it's not going to get better in a day. It's not going to be 100% in a day. But I think in the last 8 to 10 days, I think we've taken a step every day and getting better.
Cougs and Broncos tip off in the Bay at 8 p.m. tonight. We'll have highlights coming up nightside. WSU women's basketball already underway for their game hosting the Portland Pilots. They trail by 9 with just 7 minutes to go. Wazoo one game ahead of Portland, and this is their first meeting of the season. Eastern Washington basketball also down in their home game against the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. Eags behind by 12 inside 7 minutes, needing a win. They only have 2 so far in conference play. Highlights from Cheney on night side. And for Idaho, they're also trailing in this game. Hadn't got the score up yet because it's going in late into this game. But they are not doing too hot in this one. We'll see if any of our 3 teams can get some wins tonight. But it's pretty tough so far. We're going to have all highlights of these games, plus a preview looking ahead to another fantastic Friday Night Sports Extra coming up tomorrow night. And Chris, how's the weather going to look for those games?
Well, it is going to be cold, that is for sure, but not snowy. We're missed out on another opportunity for measurable snow in Spokane. And here's a list of some January snow totals from selected areas in the Gulf Coast states and the Deep South. And they've all got more snow than Spokane. Amarillo, Texas, Little Rock, Memphis. Pensacola, Florida has had more snow in January than Spokane. But I'll be back with some wintry weather in the 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's the new year, and we're ringing in the savings, like up to $15,520 off or 0% APR on a new Sierra 1500 Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. Our digital banking can change how you manage your money, whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home. No problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
All right, it's going to be another good day. Hey, it's cold out, you guys. Families are freezing. They deserve better than that. Let's show them how business should be done. Hey, you guys, have a great day. Need anything, let me know. Okay, Fixed Rider is free, baby. You know Zags are going all the way this year, right?
Yeah, I do.
Big day. No heat calls, right? We haven't been voted #1 for nothing, you guys. We've worked really hard to earn these customers' trust, and let's show them that we are the best company in town, okay?
You're busy, so at Car Wash Plaza, we're open 24/7 to match your schedule. Plus, we have safety surveillance lights and security cameras throughout the facility. It's easy with multiple payment options, cash, debit, or credit. There's even more reasons to visit our Car Wash Plaza. Our discount cars ensure major savings, and they're good at all our locations.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest. It's the new year, and we're ringing in the savings, like up to $9,000 off or 3.9% APR on a new Sierra 2500 HD Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Well, firefighters in Southern California are expected to get some rain relief in the days ahead, but depending on where it falls and how much, it could unleash a whole different kind of threat on residents who've lost everything. The rain can cause mudslides and possibly flooding. So to prepare, crews have been passing out sandbags to fire-scarred areas where there are precious few trees, structures, and vegetation to handle all that rain. Now, these fires have destroyed thousands of homes and forced tens of thousands to evacuate.
And it's not just people. Dogs at animal shelters in the fire zone were also evacuated. And now some are being sent out to different parts of the U.S., including here in the inland Northwest. They are being flown to Seattle, Missoula, and to the Companion Animal Center in Coeur d'Alene. The dogs should be arriving on Sunday, and most of them will be available for adoption or fostering soon after. A lot of people ask when these natural disasters happen, how can I help? What can I do? That's something you can immediately do.
Right. Foster. Poor dog. He's got to be so scared.
I know. That is, yeah, very, very sad situation there. Well, we have got very quiet weather, but it is cold. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. No snow for a while. The soonest I see any sign of snow in the forecast is a little over a week from now. Looks like we may start to get back into a more active weather pattern. In the meantime, it is going to be quiet. Mostly sunny skies on Friday. It is going to be a cold weekend. Could have our second coldest night of the season so far. Friday night into Saturday. It is going to warm up as we head toward the end of next week, getting up closer to average. On our satellite and radar right now, we've had plenty of clouds. We're starting to see that snow redeveloping in the central panhandle. A few very light flurries, but I haven't yet been able to confirm anything with the ground about the Sandpoint area. We'll keep the chance of snow going through the late evening for the central panhandle, the Washington and Idaho Palouse, and the Camas Prairie. Otherwise, we are overcast. Our high temperature trend over the next 7 days, the white line here is our average high. We'll be at 32 tomorrow. We cool back down to 29 Saturday and stay below average until the middle of next week. We start getting closer to average Wednesday and Thursday. Long-range forecasts indicating that is not the trend, though. Below average temperatures and above average precipitation as we get into February. Meanwhile, Friday morning's lows will be down in the teens in many locations. 20s from Moses Lake, Ritzville, Pullman, and Lewiston. Only 8 degrees in Winthrop, right around the Spokane area. 20 in Spokane Valley, but teens elsewhere around the region. And then highs tomorrow will be running right around freezing, a little below in Spirit Lake, a little above in downtown. 32, freezing right on the nose at Meade, as well as in Spokane at the airport. 33 in Coeur d'Alene, 39 tomorrow in Lewiston, Winthrop, Kalispell, Missoula, all staying in the 20s, 41 in the Tri-Cities. Your planning forecast, as I mentioned, is going to be a quiet 7 days with mostly sunny skies. There is that warming trend. Looks like we may actually stay in the 20s for overnight lows by this time next week. Otherwise, it is more teens and chilly walks to the bus stop.
No doubt, Chris. Thank you. All right, before we head to a break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Chicken Osaka. Ask for it by name. Exclusively at Mustard Seed, Northtown Mall.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Let's take a flight to Flight 509 Family Fun Center in the Spokane Valley. Get lost in 22,000 square feet of adventure for the whole family. Climbing, spinning, battling, striking, leaping, launching, exploring, invading, celebrating, and so much more. No, doggy. At Flight 509, fun really does take flight.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals?
Let's go!
Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness.
Join the movement. Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Chicken Osaka. Ask for it by name. Exclusively at Mustard Seed, Northtown Mall.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, police and SWAT storm one Spokane Valley neighborhood. We'll have the latest details on that hours-long standoff tonight at 11.
Also at 11, I'll update you on that light snow in the central panhandle and on the Palouse, what you can expect for your Friday morning commute. And we're going to talk about sunny, cold weather.
And also on 11, Jack, you got a lot of college basketball to talk about.
We got a lot tonight, which is great. Big Sky and WCC, so very excited.
We hope you stay up late. We'll see you then.